Well, good morning. Actually, it's about to turn into a new year, so I thought I would start with my very first guitar review. This is an Ethereal Guitars made in Australia, handmade, and the gentleman who makes these is an engineer. And as you can see, they are quite unique. And this whole top, this whole wafer thin top is aluminum. The whole back of the neck is concave, all aluminum and carbon fiber. The neck joint, I can't even describe what this neck joint is. Access is really, really good, the upper frets. Stainless steel fretboard, titanium frets, three-way toggle. I did swap out a 200, it had a 25K pot. It was a Mexican-made pot that, I didn't really care for too much, so I put a CTS 250K, sorry. And I swapped out, this had Alumitone Deathbucker from Lace Sensor, and I took them out and I put in DiMarzio Dreamcatcher and Rainmaker 7s, and man, it really brought this guitar to life. This thing weighs almost 9 pounds, so it is not a light guitar. It is a very formidable guitar. I'm gonna put a little bit of a backing track on, and we'll go to town and see what this thing sounds like, because I have to be honest with you, there are very few guitars that invoke this kind of spirit with them. And the fact that it's metal, it has, and I'm a nerd. I'm a gearhead, and so having all these heavy metals, no pun intended, in this guitar, I think it's kind of like an Erector set. Hopefully, most of you watching know what an Erector set is. Bear with me here. I don't run wireless yet. The batteries in the wireless units leave a lot to be desired. So as you can hear, it really does sound good. So anyway, there's a lot of flack on the internet regarding their fit and finish. I've heard some things about, so I guess the owner of the company. And see, I can't say anything because I don't know the guy. But everybody's talking about how bad this guitar is. I just don't see it. Yeah, maybe there's some things. it's heavy. You know, I can't see anybody playing this thing lurched over on stage for any long length of time. It's got some density to it, and I can feel it. I'm just sitting. The nice thing is there's a cutout on the back, and I'm assuming it's for classical position because that's pretty much the only way I can play this thing. Because if I leave it sitting on my right leg, my leg goes to sleep. So it digs into your leg. Um, I have a lot of really nice guitars. This thing is something special. The the odd position with my thumb on the back. My wrist was broken in 5 places in a motorcycle accident in 1988. So I have a lot of dexterity issues with my left hand and a lot of nerve damage. So I play funny with my hand. Well, this is actually forcing me to keep my thumb behind the fretboard, which is actually good training because they say you get faster with your thumb behind the fretboard. So I don't know. I guess time will tell. I just got this yesterday, and so I have yet to bond with it. But I can tell you, just changing the pickups and the potentiometer to a CTS, yeah, it really. Now, having a string wrap on this guitar is a necessity because of all the metals. The frequency response of this guitar alone, acoustically, it'll resonate. It'll sustain for 10 minutes. I'm exaggerating to some degree. This really keeps a lot of those errant low frequencies at bay, and I can't see anyone owning an ethereal guitar, a solid metal guitar. Like, the only thing on this guitar that isn't metal is probably this little cover right here on the toggle. Everything else on this guitar is metal. So you couldn't go through a metal detector with it, that's for sure. Spursel locking tuners on the back. Ratios, actually. These are the first ratios I've ever had, and I have to tell you, I think I'm tempted to put them on all my guitars. I'll review some of my other guitars along the way. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but since this is my first review, I'm learning as I go. But I can tell you one thing. This is something I love more than... I've been heating and air conditioning for 35 years. And I love guitars and I love music more than anything else. So being able to share this with other people, sharing the guitar and sharing a positive experience, because I don't see a lot of them surrounding ethereal, which I think... I don't know, I have my own thoughts and opinions on that, but I'll keep them to myself. Anyway, Happy New Year, everyone, and I'll put some music out with this thing soon, so be well.